Hello, Twin Flames. This is Victoria, and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is gonna be a classic read today. So we're gonna be taking a look at what's happening with Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Masculine, and the connection at this time. I will start with an oracle deck. So I'll pull a card for each of the twins to see what's the theme, what's the buzz, what do we need to know about, what could be worth our special attention today. And at the end, I'll pull some cards from the Angel Therapy deck with some advice for each of the twins. Okay, let's get started. Hope you guys are excited. And remember that all of my readings are timeless. So essentially, if you are getting a suggestion of a specific reading, or you were drawn to a specific reading by the title, and you can check them out in the playlist on my channel. And of course, you get some suggestions at the end and below the video, or like next to the video if you're on a desktop, of course. So if something drew your attention, even if it's outside of the immediate timeline, it means that there is a message there for you. And because it's a collective message, not necessarily that the entire reading will be, but it can be a certain part of the reading, it can be a certain concept, a certain idea that is for you to hear. Okay, let's see what we have for Divine Feminine, first of all. This is the Cosmic Journey Oracle, one of my favorite decks. Let me know if you're interested to do the, so this is like, it has certain tools for journaling within it. Like there's a guidebook with a lot of information about it, and I highly recommend journaling. I keep saying this is one of the most important tools in terms of personal growth, inner work, child work, all of those wonderful things. And there is a game there that is helping kind of unfold certain topics for inner work. So if you're interested in doing something like that together, we can definitely give it a try. Let me know in the comments. It's pretty cool. It's like it has different roles, it has different questions, and like the symbolism behind it, like you're a 111-year-old man, you're like 6-year-old child, or whatever, you're your parent. What do we have for the feminines today? I'm Galactic Starseed Blooming, number 17. Wonderful. And I was just talking about the inner child work, and we have, especially with this drawing here, I'm getting very much going back into the childlike self, where you can express yourself. It doesn't mean necessarily going to childhood events, but this is remembering that innocence, that playfulness and creativity that you had before you were impacted by all the traumatic events, all the limitations of the 3D world, and you either stop believing in those things, or you just stop being as free to express yourself. Maybe certain things stop being important. Let's be honest. That's what happens to a lot of us as we grow up. What do we have for Divine Masculines today? And this is a big reminder, big time reminder for Divine Feminines that they are multidimensional beings. And it's not that the 3D is not important. That's the basics of, that's the core of this planet, like of what it's about, right? But on the other hand, it's important to remember that there is so much more. And also that you are actually very capable of transforming your 3D reality into what you want. For the masculines, we have number 10. Deliver your greatest gift to the world. Yes, and I actually had this card a few days ago for the masculines. And for the masculines, it's also a reminder that they are very powerful beings, and they do have gifts that are needed in the world right now that would be very useful to people around them, people that they can reach to, like people that they can reach. So it's important to start moving towards sharing that gift, whatever it is for you. And actually, childhood gifts and interests is a good place to start. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Divine Masculines, watching, and you don't know where to start, this is a good place to start. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into tarot now for the energetic read. What do we need to know about divine feminine energy today? As I'm recording this video. If you are wondering why I decided to go with more extravagant makeup today, I was doing, thank you. It's the sun card. Look at that. Oh, I'm glad I'm channeling the sun. Look at my yellow shirt. I also have green on my eyes. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love this. The most beautiful card in the deck, and I actually love it in this deck because it has sunflowers, which is just lovely, and it has this baby that's like crawling to get a lollipop, and it's just beautiful. And again, it's innocence, right? It is childlike simplicity, but also joy with simple things, right? This is when we didn't need a lot of complexity to make us happy or content. It was simpler, but in the best possible way. Love it. So what was I saying? Yeah, I did some experimentation today because I'm preparing for my dance show. I'm still considering whether I want to put it on YouTube or not. I don't know. But if you're following me on Instagram, it'll be there in some shape or form. Either some fragments, or maybe I'll just do a post with the entire thing. We'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. And actually, it's funny enough because I'm dancing a solo routine this time to one of Shakira's songs, and I actually didn't know that she had a health issue, and you know, she had the risk of losing her voice fairly recently, actually. So I came across, if you're interested in her creative work, there's a feature film called El Dorado Tour on HBO Max. You can catch it there, or HBO if you have on TV. I'm sure they will be repeating it. You can, or maybe it's available on demand. So it's like they're showing the recording of the concert itself in the concert in LA, and also they're showing backstage, and they're showing all kinds of stories from her life and different aspects of her life, what is happening, how they prepare for the show, how they create the music. And at some point, I was kind of like fast forwarding some of those parts, but I did catch the part where she was telling about her surgery and that there was a risk that she would never get her voice back. And I was like, wow, oh my God, can you imagine that Shakira wouldn't have her voice? And she does. And she said, like, you know, she said, I sound better now, and it's like so much more valuable to me because I appreciate it so much more now. And to me, it's a very mirroring idea, but with the movement. And of course, my show is going to be the dance. And I had, well, not the same story, of course, but still similar threads to being able even to walk, let alone dance, ballroom dancing. So I can really relate to, you know, this person, to her creative work. And I was like, wow, yeah, that was definitely not by accident. And hopefully I can also bring more publicity to this story as an inspiration for people to keep believing in miracles of life and attracting more of those miracles and being appreciative of what you have, right? Speaking about the gifts, speaking about being the multidimensional being, being a starseed, a galactic being, right? How beautiful is that, right? That alone is already a lot to be grateful for and to be excited about, right? How much can you experience? How much can you transform yourself and everything around you? It's magical. Okay, let's see what we have for divine masculine. So we started great with the sun card for the feminines. I just love it. Maybe I channeled a little bit of that sun energy, who knows. Okay, we got Temperance and Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. And I actually like very much, almost knocked over my candle, that there is, you see the similarity in these two cards. I mean, obviously this is in the sea, like in the water, and this is Temperance is also kind of like connected to water, right? Because the angel is pouring, in this deck, yeah, well, it's an angel, is pouring water between the cups to do their, like, his alchemy, right? So there is a very big connection of how this gift gets shaped and molded and transformed into something in the physical, to something tangible, not like a dream, not like a memory from the childhood, but something very specific. Okay, what do we have? The connection energy. 7 of Wands. Okay, let's pull some clarifiers. Please clarify the Sun card for the feminine. The Star and 7 of Pentacles. Yes, baby. Please clarify Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance for the masculines. And by the way, if you have any specific ideas for the readings or the formats that you liked from the past, let me know in the comments. I'm also thinking about doing maybe pick a card readings once a week, where I'm already kind of doing Divine Masculine focus once a week. I'm doing a deep dive at least once a week. I'm also thinking about doing pick a card for, like, so you can pick a card and it will be like messages from spirit for your situation. So yeah, let me know what you think. And it's the end of the month, so that means I will be uploading my readings for zodiac signs on my Hope and Blue channel. The Hangman, nice. Please clarify 7 of Wands for the connection. Ace of Cups, love it. Standing up for the big love. For the love was the capital L. Okay, so yeah, let's go for it. The feminines have the Sun clarified by 7 of Pentacles and the Star. So this childlike fun and inspiration, whatever it means for you today, Divine Feminine, that's basically your advice at the same time, right? Because you also had a message, I'm a galactic seed blooming. So this is for you to enjoy this day and remember that you're a galactic seed blooming, that you're a beautiful self, that you are living in a beautiful world, and together with the synergy of your energy and the world's energy, you can definitely multiply that beauty, you know, in a geometric sequence. Right? So this is about getting inspired by the big, you see this like kind of like a lightning almost, right? Like a big spark in this specific deck. Getting inspired by the divine on those ideas, and then planting the seeds, even if it's just baby steps, even if it's freeing space in your own energy for this kind of childlike fun, right? For maybe taking up arts, right? Whatever you feel inclined to do, right? It's also about that. Not necessarily that tomorrow you will start, or even today, you'll be painting pictures, right? Or dancing or whatever. This is more about, if I don't know what that is today, at least I will start freeing myself up from karmic situations, from different kinds of errands and chores, so I can lift myself up, so I can take care of myself, and I can get into that space where I get that connectivity with the divine, and I can get ignited, and I know what that bouquet of sunflowers is for me today, or maybe every day, who knows. For the masculines, we have the Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Hangman. So yeah, Hangman and Temperance are both cards that talk about patience and being rather than doing, right? It's about this transformation within, if you wish, that doesn't really require a lot of action. But what I'm getting here very strongly, especially because these are both major arcanas, is that the divine has been helping divine masculines get, and again, you see this kind of spark, this kind of inspiration in the around the head. to get inspired, to get some healing, to get some balance, right? I've been talking about balance of emotions for the masculines in the recent days, right? So there's been a divine intervention to help them balance out and focus on something constructive and positive, right? And now it's like the end of the timeline where, it's a thinking process. It's a being, it's a waiting, it's that patience kind of energy. And so that time is almost over, and I'm getting it's gonna be over most likely with the Mercury retrograde end, which is gonna be on the 4th of October, if I remember correctly. And then it will be time to transform that new knowledge, that new energy into something specific in 3D. There will be, and because of this transformative time, divine masculines will have ideas, will have opportunities. The important part is to have courage and, to feel this inner readiness to take on that new challenge, to believe in it, to invest in it, to go for it, basically. Because it's time. It's like a divine clock. It's time to deliver a gift to the world, divine masculines. You've been prepared. You were being prepared. Now you're getting to the point where you are ready. For the correction, we have 7 of Wands clarified by Ace of Cups. Yeah, so the twins are standing up for themselves and for their love. For the love with capital L, the love is a concept in itself. And yes, the twins, of course, can feel it most strongly and firstly towards the twin flame. Even a lot of times, even before they can feel that for themselves. As, ironic as that may seem, right? But the more we are on the journey, the more we recognize different nuances in that loving energy. And that's when it gets easier to extrapolate that experience with a twin and then apply it to yourself, to your friends and family, and then to larger communities, right? But it's important to stand up for the choice of love, for the importance of nurturing this energy within, and not just following the trends or the society pressure or whatever is like you're supposed to be doing, right? Or whatever is good for your reputation or your title. No, it's very important to explain to people and to kind of keep standing your ground, at least to this point, that following loving choices, making loving decisions is the most important thing that we can do for ourselves and for others. Okay, last but not least, let's get some messages. First of all, for divine feminines. Let's get a card of advice from the Angel Parity deck. Not sure if it was it, so I'm just gonna shuffle a little bit more. I like this deck so much. Doesn't have a lot of cards, but they are all pretty cool. And I also like that they're very light worker centric. And I like that we're pulling this kind of cards for divine masculines, even if they are not in mission, if they are not necessarily awake. This is again a reminder, reiteration to both twins that divine masculines are very powerful light workers. Okay, we have, if you get nervous, focus on service. This is for the feminines. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. This is very powerful. And yes, this another side of it is a reminder that you have your guides, your soul family, and also the archangels that want to help you, want to support you, especially with making the world a better place. So wherever you are in doubt or need some support or help, remember to ask for it, to employ these wonderful ascended masters and loving beings that want to be of support to you. Okay, let's see what we have for the masculines. 2 cards. God box. Write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container called a God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Any worries, concerns, or desires, put it in a box. Well, it doesn't have to be a box, special container, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine help you. Beautiful. Another one is listen to your intuitive feelings. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine masculines. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with more messages very, very soon.